Are you serious? We're really under the weather today. So we're only going to be doing a 1 hour show from 12 noon to 1 p.m. Eastern. So just 1 hour. And I almost didn't do that. But we're going to try to get through it. I've been to the doctor this morning. We have a very sore throat, ear infections, nasal infections, a cough. We're just not going to push too hard today. Are you serious? The coffee is still good, though. But let me just say this, that we had 12 people saved last night, which was a powerful show. We had a great show last night on Sunday Night Live. Let's hit a couple points here today. I'll do a couple videos today. First of all, South Korea vows a fast response to North Korea as the United States is deploying some stealth jets. I want to thank Jocelyn for getting this to me, but South Korea will strike back quickly if the North stages any attacks. The president in Seoul warned on Monday as tensions ratcheted higher on the Korean peninsula amid shrill rhetoric from North Korea's Kim Jong-un and the U.S. deployment of radar evading fighter planes. Now, North Korea says that the region is on the brink of a nuclear war in the wake of United Nations sanctions imposed for its February nuclear test. And a series of joint U.S. and South Korean military drills that have included a rare U.S. show of aerial power. The North, whose economy is smaller than it was 20 years ago, appears to move on Monday to addressing its pressing need for investments by appointing a reformer to the country's ceremonial prime minister's job, although the move is mostly cemented as a power grab by the ruling Kim clan. North Korea has said on Saturday that it is entering a state of war with Seoul, South Korea, in response to what it termed the hostile military drills being staged in the South. But there have been no signs of unusual activity in the North's military suggesting an imminent aggression, a South Korean defense ministry said last week. If there are any provocative moves against South Korea and its people, there should be a strong response in initial combat without any political considerations, said President Park Shin-hang, told the defense ministers and senior officials at a meeting on Monday there in South Korea. So, South Korea basically is continuing to do its military drills with the United States of America. They're not looking back, and they're just blowing right past Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un is very frustrated. He has done away with the armaments agreement. He has declared a state of war with South Korea. He has done propaganda videos showing the annihilation of New York City and Washington, D.C., death to the President of the United States, Barack Obama, death to the military soldiers of the United States Army. He has showed nuclear weapons being fired from spacecrafts, all kinds of rhetoric. But one of the prophecies the Lord gave us for 2013, back on New Year's Eve, coming into this year, there was 12 prophecies. One of them was there would be unrest in Asia. And there has been nothing but unrest, actually, starting about middle of January. And let me say to you also that as I've been praying about this, and I want you guys to continue to pray, that North Korea's President Kim Jong-un, he's not the little boy that's coming to cry wolf. But the Lord told me that he is going to do something. He is going to do something. And then we need to pray that his weapons fail. Also, from the Jerusalem Post, there's an article about the historic Damascus Synagogue that was destroyed. It was looted. It was burned. There was a lot of destruction to it. I want to thank several people for getting me this information. Crystal did, and some others. And I want to thank you for that. Let me tell you what's going on in Damascus. It's falling apart, folks, fast. But the 2,000-year-old Jabbar Synagogue in the Syrian capital of Damascus was looted and burned. Now listen to me. It's 2,000 years old. It's the oldest synagogue in that area. It was looted and burned to the ground. The Syrian armies loyal to President Assad and the rebel forces are blaming each other for the destruction of the historic synagogue, according to reports on Sunday. The rebels said that the Syrian government looted the synagogue before burning it to the ground, according to Israeli radio supporters. The government said the rebels burned the synagogue and that the so-called Zionist agents stole its historic religious items in an operation that's been planned for several weeks. The Arabic Al-Manar television reported, citing that Arabic Syria Truth website, the synagogue is one of the oldest in the world. Are you serious? It was damaged earlier this month by mortars reportedly fired by the Syrian government forces. A video posted online by the Syrian opposition shows extensive damage done to the outside of the synagogue. So now they've looted it and burned it to the ground. It is a synagogue that's overtop the cave where they believe Elijah hid when King Ahab and Jezebel were hunting the prophets back in the Bible, back in the Old Testament. And so this is the cave that Elijah was hiding in. As a matter of fact, I even preached a message to get the prophets out of the cave. It was a message I preached in New York City last August when I was at Harvest Army Church International with Bishop Dr. Katie Collins. I preached a message, get the prophets out of the cave. And because there was 50 prophets hiding in one cave and 50 in the other. And Elijah was hiding in one. And this is the cave he was hiding in. And they've built a synagogue over top this cave as a historical and sacred site. But the war has brought the destruction to this 2,000-year-old synagogue. Do you see what I'm telling you? It's getting ugly, folks. Well, stick around. I'll be back with another video because I've got some very important things to tell you about the Bible that's being showed on the History Channel, as well as some other information going on. There's some demons loose in the land. The zombie apocalypse is not going away, but these demon spirits are absolutely moving forward and aggressively. So pray for me. And like I said, today we will be doing a live show 1 hour only due to the throat. And I'm not feeling well at all. But we will be on the air 1 hour, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. And, of course, that same hour will also be broadcast on Blog Talk Radio. God bless all of you. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We had 2 people saved yesterday at our church. We had 12 saved last night on the air. We baptized 6 yesterday at our church. God is moving. Praise the Lord.